What do you mean?
Every so often there's like an electric sound. Yep, it's happening.
Oh no.
And I don't think people will mind an announcement 5 minutes prior. Because right now we just have all the setup junk, basically. Try to get this going. But yeah. Already got like the list of questions all settled out over here.
Oh, radical.
Whatever shit people have to say, I'll probably copy it in here just to have it appear. But yeah, while we wait, I'm gonna do a doodle. I don't know what to doodle though. Probably your gremlin version of myself, just because. So how was everyone's day? Good talk. Immediately when I got home, I was really tired. So like, I want to at least get through this because like I've been
You
really
should,
wanting to do this.
like sleep, stupid.
I'll do that afterwards. I'm alive enough to where I can do just a little bit more, and this is my little bit more. After that, I'm gonna start resting because I really don't want to get sick.
Please rest. Your
Mm,
well-being is important.
I know it
Stupid.
is. It's not like it's the biggest issue right now. The amount of fuzz on this guy is ungodly.
Cause Fluffy, shut up. Mainly because I use the hoodies as a means of like fluff excuse.
Fair. Are these horns, by the way, or ears?
They're kind of like a mix of both. They act as ears, I guess.
Odd. I like it.
Ah,
And I like how he sometimes has arms.
he has arms. It's just that one concept idea didn't. He's got arms.
Give him just kind of like big stalks, basically.
I mean, pretty much.
How many fingers does he have? Just three, pretty much.
Roughly three or four. Doesn't
Mm.
matter.
Reverse legs will never not be weird for me.
They're the weirdest things to draw, and I'm
Hmm.
still trying to master it myself.
I used to draw them all the time when I made monsters, and I just kind of haven't for a while. I might pick it back up if I decide to bring back cryptids for a little bit, just as another art project.
Yeah.
Because I've been saying how much I want to make like little card game, and the first thing that comes to mind is cryptids, just because. They're like a good base for that kind of thing.
Yeah. He looks so cute in your style.
Pretty much everything's cute in your style, so don't even.
No, no.
Come on, that's pretty accurate. David, vouch for me.
I think he's silent.
He's dead, yeah.
Oh, I hope he's okay.
I think his mic is just being really bad right now, which blows.
I want to hear his voice. He
Yes.
has good voice. He's good bean.
Your 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 flattery is fantastic, Miranda.
Shut up.
Just give him like big guy.
I'm still kind of mad how I did the mouth. Because I have a hard time trying to redo it. Or redraw it.
I mean, it's not that difficult.
But like, fucking underbite.
I mean, to be fair, I actually do have an underbite, so that's fitting.
I did not know.
Yeah, because it's not very pronounced.
Oh.
Yeah, like my bottom row of teeth go over my top row, so
Mm.
that's an underbite. I remember I was around someone, they were like, doesn't like everybody have an overbite? And then I just smiled at them, and they freaked the fuck out. Like, how does that happen? I don't know, genetics maybe? Or like poor dental care, perhaps? Maybe?
Genetics are weird.
Mm
I kind of have a weird mix of the both.
hmm.
Because my teeth are so fucking weird.
Mm hmm. You need to get you some braces, child.
Can't afford them.
The idea of braces scares me, honestly.
I mean, same.
I showed Gremlin me to my sister, and she was like, oh, his hair is a lot more majestic than yours is in real life. And I was like, thanks, I guess.
Eh,
She was also saying my beard is going through a weird teenage phase right now, where it doesn't exactly look like a beard.
looks like a beard to me.
I mean, like, it looks fine to me. On other people, I'd probably think it's weird. On myself, it's like, it looks okay. At least I think so. It's not like it's the most god-awful thing. How many people are in the stream, if there are any? Because I want to wait for, like, at least a few people before starting on the questions, you know?
Mm.
Apparently 3 peoples are watching. Hello peoples. How are you? Having a good Wednesday afternoon? Max Floof. Freaking, I need to center this guy properly. I think I'll go ahead and start on question number 1 just because I do have like a mini stockpile, so. Question number 1. What are your plans for future in art and projects. So that's kind of three questions, but yeah. So as for my plans in the future, I'm not entirely sure yet. Like what I really want to do is just go into college for something, whether it be art related in itself, which I'm most likely going to do, or like jeez, or engineering related, because that's also something I'm interested in. Whomst? Having a hard time over there, David?
Kinda. Definitely.
But yeah, at like past college, I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna be doing. David, David, you good? Well, there he goes. Anyway, hope he's all right. But yeah, it's plans for future again. just have it all in one place. Uh, I'm planning on continuing stuff, obviously, but like, I'm really wanting to go into college, if not get a job over the summer, or like just a break in general. And so we try to build up an audience until I can actually turn this into a job of some kind. Because if this can't be sustainable for me, that might be a cause for a problem. But of course, time is required for that. As for art and projects, I'll lump that into one. Um, I'm planning on finishing something at the very least, whether it be other side or actually getting Project Idol started. Which the reason why that's not even started yet is because still all up in the planning stages of it. But yeah, TLDR, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just some 18-year-old. Question 2. What are your future plans for Skatebound and other Space Baton related work? Also Project Idol and other side. So as for Space Baton or Soda Boy related work, depending on which one you want to consider to be like the true victor between the two, um, the plan is to just work on it whenever I feel like it as like a fun side thing. Because with Space Baton itself kind of being a flop as a result of a lot of personal shit, think that's gonna need to be put on an indefinite hold or even just like novelized and do a mini recap. And as for Skatebound, that's just gonna be worked on as I go. Not really with any pressure on my end to do anything. As for Project Idol, I really want it to become like this big thing, if I can even decide on what I want to truly do for it. And other side, at the current moment, other side is not being worked on because it's just overwhelming for me to do everything on my own. Turns out game development is really hard when you don't know how to code. I only know like a little bit of coding, and most of my expertise is just the art and story writing part of it. Everything good now, David?
I don't know.
Mm. So yeah, I think that's a sufficient enough answer. Question 3. What's the meaning of life? Are you God? Um, yes.
Good question.
As for the meaning of life, we exist, and then we don't. Unless you exist multiple times, in which case, thank Buddha. Insert funky Animal Crossing music. hands are shaky as shit right now. Holy fuck. What would this Scruffy Boy's color scheme be, anyway?
I don't know, that's up to you.
Hmm. Question number 4. What are some of your life goals, hobbies, favorite games? Let's get to know Sandman. So, for my life goals, it's pretty much all entangled in the same thing, right? I just really want to do the whole art thing and actually get good at it. Potentially get better than I am already, because that'll be sweet. Maybe, you know, get married, have some kids, you know, the generic shit. Because, like, I want to have a long, happy life, you know. I don't even necessarily want, like, big scale recognition in the work I do. I just want to, like, have the capability to do it. And, be supported for it. Because that'll be really nice. As for my hobbies, playing games, and, as for side hobbies that I don't really show very often. I'm trying to think, because usually everything wraps back around to something art-related, you know? Such as story writing, character building, just designing, because it's fun. Like, I gain genuine enjoyment out of it. Creating games, whether they be digital or board game-esque. Watching anime and eating Pocky like a filthy weeaboo. That's nice, too.
Huh?
As for my favorite games, I think I would have to pinpoint those to be... I'm trying to think of the games that I could not live without, you know? Probably Pokemon Platinum to start with, because that was like my first game I really ever played. Breath of the Wild is high up there, even though it's a more recent game. I can just play that game infinitely. And I want to throw one more in there. Perhaps Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time. Just because the story for that game makes me cry every time. And also the whole deal with the mystery dungeons being randomized very much helps in the replayability.
But it's a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Well, like, I don't mind the heavy grinding in Mystery Dungeon, but you know, when you're trying to get through it in like a solid quick playthrough, it's it's a little tough. Especially the Groudon fight, remember that?
God, that was awful.
And for you, Dialga would not be possible unless you use those save states.
Like I said before, they saved my rear end.
Let's get to know the Sandman. Well, on November 11th, year 2000, on a cold Thursday afternoon, I exited my mother's vagina, and I've never been the same since, to be frank.
I mean, has anybody?
I mean, like, I don't find much about my childhood to be very interesting, aside from, like, personal stuff that I might as well say a little bit about. Like, growing up, my childhood was not very fun, for the reason of my dad was a very abusive person, which reflected not only on like his wife but his children as well. And specifically wanted me to be this big strong man, you know, a man's man kind of shit. And as most of you know, I'm a very soft boy. I can't be doing that. Eventually we got out of that situation, and now I'm stuck at my grandparents' house with my mother and younger sister, and I draw. So, that's like a big TLDR because you know 18 years of a lifespan is a lot. Maybe someday I'll go into full autobiography mode about myself. I assume some people would care to know about that. But yeah. Question number 5. Are you ever gonna vidya game with fans? Probably, depending on what game we're talking about. Because if it's like a mass multiplayer game that can get a bunch of people to jump in with, I'd totally do that. Unless it would be like debilitating to do. Imagine like a no limits Stardew Valley playthrough.
God, that would be something else.
Because you can remove the player limit by going into the
Yeah.
files. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You have to edit the files and be like, oh yeah, instead of 4 people, I'll allow 68 people. How about that?
Jesus, man.
You can do stuff like that. You don't even require the cabins to do it, honestly. But yeah, stuff like that would be very fun. I definitely wouldn't mind doing that. It's just you gotta find the right game for that, you know? Oh, fuck. What are your biggest inspirations in general? Oh, fuck. Shit. Damn it. So, as for inspirations, I don't think I have an exact one to pinpoint to. Because, like, throughout my life, there's always been different things that have influenced me to do certain things. Such as, like, Pokemon growing up heavily influenced me to do, like, monster and creature design, because I always thought that was really cool. And then, as time went on, anime started influencing my style, which is still apparent to this day. But I think that's fine. Might sound cheesy, but my friends are also very inspirational to me. Mainly just because they help me with ideas and criticisms that I desperately need. I'm pretty sure the same can be said the other way around.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Probably if I had to give a direct answer, it'd be Pokemon and anime. Japan is my inspiration. Have you seen fucking Studio Ghibli shit, man? It's fantastic. Question 7. Horngusivs Eilitaivi. Skribabachapu
What?
is the answer to that one.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's what you get, though. When drawing, what is the hardest thing for you to draw? It depends on the piece. Most of the time, however, it ends up becoming hands, or like just like body positioning in general. Faces tend to be pretty easy, especially if you have a good idea on what kind of facial features a person should have. In shoes, fucking shoes are weird. There's like a science to them that I have yet to figure out. And I might need to ask Cygnus for it, because she knows. She knows majorly how to shoe. If Mara is dumpling, what does that make you? A dumbass.
No.
And what does it make me?
I don't know. Big softy, big stupid. I don't know.
Either one works.
I mean, I haven't come up with something for you yet.
Fair. And currently that is all the submitted questions.
name.
Yeah. There weren't really a lot, but to be fair, I only, like, released it a couple days ago. But yeah, if anyone in the chat has any questions, feel free to say them, and I'll answer them right here. Until then, I'm gonna keep coloring Gremlin Boy. Which I was thinking, since Mulberry is like a solid blue, pretty much. It's like, what if I do this kind of like a washed out pinkish purple color?
Oh my gosh.
Think that works?
It looks cute.
I'm just imagining them all to be like solid colors. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm back again, and I got a letter from Selective Service, so that's cool.
Oh?
The idea of you being legally required to sign up for the military scares me immensely as a person with a penis, you know.
That, oh, that's bad.
I think this letter is basically just confirmation that they have my information and I don't have to go to jail.
Oh. Oh.
Because yeah, you can actually be held legally accountable for that.
I learned that today in government.
Yeah. Seriously, you don't know how nerve-wracking that is.
No, I know it's nerve-wracking. I've had a couple friends that were freaking out about it too.
What are your opinions regarding the new Pokemon games? That is a fantastic question. So far, when I first saw the name Pokemon Sword and Shield, I thought that was the dumbest thing ever, right? But then, like, it made sense because the whole gimmick is that it's Great Britain and, you know, the whole royal coat of arms. So that theming is actually fantastic. As for the visuals, it looks fucking nice. I think it looks beautiful. And, the new starter Pokemon, while kind of bland in their own right compared to all the other previous starters, I have a feeling they'll have some pretty badass final evolutions, and I'm excited to see what they are. I'm also personally a big fan of, what is it? Oh yeah, there's a fan theory that, like, the legendaries are going to be based on the two wolves that accompanied Odin in Norse mythology that were considered greatly loyal to him. Which would make sense because the coat of arms is associated with knighthood, which is also a whole honor and loyal-based system, pretty much. So yeah, overall, I'm excited for it. I know you guys have seen me be very cynical with Pokemon, and I said it before, but that's just because I really love the series and I want to see it get good. And I'm hopeful. It doesn't look like there's any reason for me to dislike it, you know? My sister didn't like it. She thought it was stupid, and I was like, why? But yeah, definitely picking up Pokemon Shield and Sobble as my starter.
Team Sobble.
He's an absolute beautiful creature. I need to hecking save this gremlin boy. He's going straight in the chat. The file name's just gonna be Sand Gremlin.
But of course.
Yeah, until I come up with a berry-themed name.
It's not really, it doesn't have to be berry themed. It could be anything.
I wanted to, like, I was trying to come up with a name for it earlier. Oh, he's got little white patches. Oh well, I'm not gonna care about that.
It still looks good.
It's a stream art anyway.
I love him. He's good.
He's a good boy. But yeah, I wanted to do like some kind of theming related to Mulberry's name. I need more information on that race of creature, by the way. Not the gremlins, but like whatever the fuck a mulberry is.
I don't know, honestly. She's an entity in herself.
I already told you I thought that her race, quote unquote, would just be like slime almost.
No. It's more like ghosty, wispy kind of deal.
Ghosty wisp.
Hence why she's able to transform into different things. For shits and giggles.
Hell yeah, gremlin form.
Yeah, you found me out.
Mm-hmm. Shit like Yoshi's Woolly World where you can just transform into things.
Maybe.
I want to actually see where that where that story would go if you even bother writing a story out of it. God.
No. Why?
My coughing was worse earlier, honestly.
Child.
Like, I was crackling and shit.
No.
I need to take some medicine for it.
You better take tea with honey. Even though that's probably not a very good idea.
I mean, we have honey, but it's like... It's, quote, organic honey, which I would hope to God your honey's organic, but, but, like, it basically means that it has no preservatives in it, so it rotted pretty much instantly. And my
Okay.
grandparents refused to throw it out.
You could have thrown that shit out.
So, I have tea. I can make some tea. That'll be fucking great.
You say hot tea can help.
Yeah. I'm more of a warm tea kind of guy.
Hot, warm, whatever.
Like room temperature pretty much, you know.
Mm.
Cuz like I don't know why, but I can't have cold tea.
Really?
Mhm.
I'm surprised.
I mean like maybe if I'm eating something, but like if I'm having tea on its own, it's got to be like warm to like maybe a little hot.
Hmm.
I don't know what I'm drawing. I'm just doing figures at this point. Come on, boys. Any more curious questions for old Papa Sandy? What about iced tea? Well, that's the same thing as cold tea, isn't it?
I mean, for the most part, yeah.
just with cubes in it. Water is just boneless ice.
No. Whomst is this?
Uh, who said that, or just the person who commented,
Uh, no, no,
or
no,
the
no, no.
figure?
No, something else.
Okay. Confusion.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. That's got some thick thighs going on in this one.
Oh, damn.
Oh shit. Oh
Damn
fuck.
boy, thick.
That's a thick ass boy. And then everything's crashing because I was trying to pull up the Sandbox website in case anyone decided to submit questions over on there.
Mm.
Is that Animal Crossing music in the back? Yeah, but not the kind of questions I was looking for. Check and see. Yeah, there hasn't been any more questions sent on the site.
Rip. Ah,
I might as well delete that off the site so people don't, like, try to submit questions there over the stream. Because you know people will do that. What features should I give this voluptuous figure?
I don't know.
Give me a person to fill this mold with.
I don't know. For some reason, my mind always defaults to Linda.
Linda's slowly turning into alien thought.
Well,
I mean, seriously.
I mean, I could see if there are like other characters I could put there.
Gotta give Tid.
Um,
Have a Tid. Insert a collarbone.
I could say Charlotte.
I haven't drawn her in like an eternity.
Yeah.
How's the other side going? I mentioned it earlier, but so far it's basically other side is on an indefinite pause for the reason of it's really hard for me to develop the game on my own. And until I either get another burst of like motivation to work on it, or until I can get some help on it, it's gonna be on a pause for a little while, despite me not wanting to say that. Charlotte it is. Bug thought. I asked Jonathan if Charlotte counts as a fursona, and he said it's bordering on it.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
Raggy. I think Charlotte barely constitutes as a fursona.
I'm gonna say, wouldn't Carmel be close?
Yeah, he also said Carmel's cutting it close. I just like those characters not because they're furry, but because like human figures you can only do so much with, and when you start adding like other shit,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot more you can do with it. Which is again why I really like monster design. Because nobody's gonna call you a furry if you make big fire lion creature. They're just gonna say, "Oh, that's a cool Pokemon." Crunching down on some cookies and cream Pocky.
Like you do.
Mm-hmm. I would have saved these, but holy fuck. Stick that ass out more a little bit more. Charlotte, come on. You can do it.
Oh shit.
Show us what your mama gave you.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Oh dear.
Just like crack her spine in half, it'll be fine. Sorry, I came back to life. What did I miss? Well, I just answered like all of the pre-asked questions on that were submitted to the site. So now I'm fishing for new questions. If you guys got any.
Oh shoot.
Oh shoot.
Background noise, my bad.
No, you're fine. Currently, I'm drawing an old moth waifu that I made before moth waifus were cool. Can't be like any question, like your opinion. Yeah, I answered the question on what was my opinion on Pokemon. Mars a Dumpling, what are you? I said a dumbass, and Miranda said, she hasn't come up with anything for me yet, so.
Hey, I'm trying.
It's fine. Literally, Dumpling was on a whim.
It's stupid, but it's cute.
Mm. And, the name of my moth waifu is Charlotte. As for why, I don't know, that just kind of stuck. What is Zygnus? An ethereal being that exited from the 8th dimension during her pupa phase and has decided to grow alongside humanity while occasionally phase shifting back in and out of her original dimension. To be fair, I don't even know what she looks like, and I've known her for like maybe 4 years.
She's a true goddess.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever saw one.
Well, you never have.
That's true. That is very true.
Zygnus is less of a person and more of a state of mind.
Oh.
That sounds dumb enough to work. I'm not gonna go put major detail into this one.
Look at the face.
Just give it like a really, really dumb looking tongue. Got any more good questions for me, aliens? What do you think of streaming war games? What do you think of the weird popularity towards your Neopet stream? So, um, I'm thinking of just streaming more in general as like a side thing whenever I'm bored because I need to play games more anyway because there's been a stockpile on my Steam list that I still have not touched, right? So I totally wouldn't mind playing those games with friends and just having a chill out sesh. Because that'd be super nice, especially Finding Paradise since David was kind enough to buy that for me. The dude's an absolute lad. And what do I think of the weird popularity of the Neopet streams? I wasn't expecting it to be as popular as it was. And people are like now weirdly attached to the character of Sashimi-kun.
She's godly.
I don't know why. Probably because the entire Neopet series of streams are just shit posts. But like, if I can ever get Jonathan back on, or Mix as you guys know him, to play more, I totally will. I don't think I could fully capture the aura of Neopet streams without the guy. Because he honestly just brings out the cynical side of me. It's great. Because Miranda, I don't think you can deny I'm a lot more cynical when he's around.
You really are.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I just think it's a funny shift.
It's hilarious.
Like when I'm around, like you, for example, I'm a lot nicer. Same with Cheyenne. And then like when I'm around David, I just make dick jokes a lot. Like, if you watch the Wargrew stream, it's literally just me making a bunch of sex jokes for, like, an hour and a half.
I mean, it was still enjoyable.
I don't know why I shift that much whenever I'm talking to different people.
Mm.
Because it's not me intentionally changing how I act, you know?
Yeah.
I think everyone does that, though. And it's not just, like, a weird me thing.
Mm.
What I'm more weirded out by is that my most popular video is a JoJo shitpost that I put on YouTube. Which, like, I get comments on it daily at this point. It's ridiculous.
But it's great.
One person commented on it saying I watch this video daily at this point, and I'm like, oh. I'm glad it was good enough of a shitpost to where go out of your way to watch it every day. I think I ended up pinning that comment because I thought, you know. Penis joke, ha! Think about it, life's just chock full of penis jokes. It's true.
I mean, yeah.
Which, by the way, you remember how I was talking to you about, like, if my sister's reaction to the new Pokemon games would be cynical or not?
Mm-hmm.
She absolutely was like, this looks stupid, I hate it.
Of course.
And then when I started comparing it to Sun and Moon, she was like, okay, this looks a little bit better. Everything that you might still be it from a game of tag that you played a really long time ago when you were very young. I didn't have friends, so I don't have to worry
Oh.
about that.
Oh.
That would be funny if, like, somebody was like, oh, fuck. Am I still it? Shit. But yeah, no, I didn't have, like, a lot of friends when I was little. So, like, I would just play hide and seek with my mom and shit like that.
Oh. That's adorable.
And, like, play Pokemon around my mom, and she'd be like, oh, what's that one? I'm like, it's a freaking Garchomp, Mom! It's like, oh, it looks cool.
Awesome.
She didn't know what the fuck a Garchomp was, but she was like, oh, it looks monstrous. And I'm like, yeah, it is. I want one. I never got one until I was, like, 13, I think.
Oh.
Because, like, I didn't know where to catch them, you know? You already answered this, I imagine, but what do you think about your future Space Baton? Yeah, I did answer that earlier, but I'll give, like, a slight recap. By the way, the stream will be backed up, and I will write down all the answers I gave, so you can just look it up on the website. But yeah, for Space Baton related projects, I'm just going to do it for funsies. I'm not really looking to turn it into a big thing like I was originally going to, because I don't think I can handle it, to be frank. Other side, I need help with it. I can't do it on my own. As much as I'd not like to say that. And as for Project Idol, that is going to be a project in the making. So it'll be taking its sweet time. But take that as like me trying to perfect it before I even put it out there. Until then, though, you will see a lot of artwork and a lot of in-depth stuff going on, as I've been mentioning. And yeah, it's fine that you were unconscious. It's not a big deal. But I feel like questions such as, like, what about my projects are very, very, very common. Because most of you guys know me as the Space Baton guy and shit like that. Cry face. Yeah, that's why, like, the reason why I made Skatebound was to tide you guys over until the next big thing. But even then, I haven't continued on it because I'm just not feeling it. It's not because it's a dead project, though. Like, it'll have more parts released eventually. Maybe this next coming week, you never know. Unless I miraculously come down with an illness.
You better not.
I really hope I don't. Whoa, guy's honking his horn. Again.
Oh, great.
I love my neighbors. Charlotte's design is so weird with all these, like, little carapace parts.
My lord. Look at her go.
Jeez. Any good shows you've seen lately? Lately, JoJo Part 5 has been my go-to. Just because it's my like one of my favorite parts, if not my favorite. And it's absolutely glorious. I'd recommend watching the entire series if you haven't already.
Do it.
As for other shows, Beyond the Boundaries, a good anime. I still need to, like, force Miranda to finish it. And, trying to think of more recent shows. I haven't watched a lot of recent shows, honestly. But, some oldies to watch. Avatar: The Last Airbender is still great to this day. If you somehow have not seen it all yet. I used to know you by the Space Baton guy, now I know you by actually a degenerate guy. I don't think I'm that much of a degenerate. I joke about it a lot. I'm more of, like, a normally tuned guy that likes to jokingly talk about porn a lot. Because I think that's funny. What does it take to be an other side developer? Actual coding knowledge and or music making knowledge. And yeah, that's right. I've known aliens for... God, has it been like a little over a year now that I've known the guy? I think it has been. He's absolute degenerate.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I'm less of an actual degenerate and more of just a big nerd that talks a lot of shit. 10 to 11 months, so about a year pretty much. Jesus Christ. Even though this man's a degenerate, he's an absolute legend. I'll tell you that. I actually checked, it was in March. Fuck, so next month it would definitely be a year. This is a really dumb line art.
Shush, it's good.
I mean, it's like the good kind of dumb, like, this is being birthed all of a sudden. Her hair is all kinds of off, but that's okay.
It is the fluffiest kind. It's great.
These drawings, anyway, are just supposed to pass the time and give you guys a visual. While waiting for questions to be answered. Yeah, KK Slider, sing it!
Music is good.
Fuck yeah! There she is. Eyes all crossed and everything.
Oh my god, it's her.
Titty moth.
Yes. Good.
Layer 2 is not available, you dumb shag. Let me fucking call her.
Whoa, man.
Sorry, man. Looking at Pokemon, the Sword and Shield is making me turn British, you know?
I could already tell from this afternoon's
You
conversation.
dumb slag. Is the Pope Catholic, you dumb cunt? That line still gets me.
Yeah.
I would ask something, I'm afraid I would ask something stupid. No questions are dumb questions. To be quite frank, you know. Yeah, I've been answering Sapphire's dumbass questions. One of them was like, "Are you still it from a game of tag?" Also, do we run out of music?
Oh no.
Do you mind slapping up some more shit?
I can try and find some stuff.
That'd be cool. Why is the moon made of cheese? It's not made of cheese. It's actually a hologram projected by NASA's mega projector. And as for where should I go in life, eventually it'll be in the ground at some point. So you might as well do whatever you want before that
Whoa.
happens.
Oh, jeez.
Want to like tell the girl you love that you love her? Do it, because you're gonna eat dirt eventually.
I mean, that's fair.
Might as well eat dirt together.
That is oddly morbid but sweet.
Alien said I fucking knew it. I prefer to be burned and flushed, said LT.
Jesus!
It's like, pour your ashes down the toilet.
You are now one with the fishes.
Oh. And then you get, like, processed back into water. And then you will be inside the hearts of many. Because they'll be using the water to pump blood.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh shit, oh fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus.
Just personally, he'd prefer that. I've already joked about, like, how I want my death to go out. Just, like, put my casket off a half pipe and watch me fucking shred in the goddamn afterlife. It'll be a good time for everyone involved. How does it feel to know that Tommy Wiseau and Danny DeVito will die in your lifetime? It makes me feel empty.
God, that's depressing.
But to be fair, new people will take their place. That will be just as influential in others' lives. And it'll be a good time. Also, I should probably turn down the music just a little bit. Just a little bit on my end.
Oops.
No, it's not your fault. There we go, I think that's okay. I've been considering inviting Danny to the sandbox, not that one. Are you talking about your girlfriend? I mean, I wouldn't mind. She might have a good time, depending on how interested she is in our shit. What are you planning on streaming? More games, more art. Same thing. I might go into like more abstract streams if I have any ideas for them, like skits or something. Like live skits, but that's an idea for another day.
That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. Guy Fieri will die too. There's no replacement for Guy Fieri. Yeah, but I can always watch reruns of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
That reminds me of that.
Right here, right.
That reminds me of that story you read a long time ago.
Sucking dry rub off his pinky.
Jeez.
I beat my dick to Guy Fieri. Licking dry rub off his pinky.
No.
God, just imagining his salty, greasy fingers entering his own mouth.
That made me. No. So. Oh.
Mm, absolutely legendary. But hey, you never know. Maybe I could be the next Tommy Wiseau.
Oh my god.
Dungeons, drive-ins, and dive. Dungeons and dives. Next time I play Dungeons Dragons, I'm playing as a pyromancer named Guy Effetti or something like that. Guy Confetti.
Guy Fettuccine.
Guy Fettuccine. Right here, right now. I will either die or be mayor of Flavortown. Yesterday I learned that kids don't know what a Capri Sun is. Clearly that's bad parenting. Or good parenting if you consider that Capri Suns are actually not that very good for your health, but
But they're the good
they
shit.
taste good, yeah.
They're wonderful.
Guy Fieri. There's your
Oh,
Homestuck reference.
Guy Ferrari.
God, my favorite Homestuck character is Ferrari.
Hell yeah, man.
That was an old joke from like the early days of the chat.
It's still good to this day.
Just give her a kind of like a washed out mint shirt. Because why not? Caprison. There's your Homestuck reference, you filthy animal. Yeah! You absolute degenerates. I bet you live your life by the troll romance system. Which is fucking weird. Do you remember the troll romance system, Miranda?
It's fucking weird, and I still don't understand it to this day.
It's basically like, you have a best friend for the rest of your life, and the person you absolutely despise will also try to fuck you.
What?
Yeah.
That does not make any sense.
Well, that's kind of part of it. And then there's another part of the friendship where there are two people that you are involved with that would tear each other's throats out unless you were present. And that's how troll romance works.
That's stupid.
Will you be my Moirail? My Moirail spot has already been taken by David, sorry.
Heh.
Moirails is your best friend for life that stays with you till like you probably fucking die.
Mine's Jules then.
Yeah. I was telling David how like I was mentioning Jules to him and he was like, "Who's Jules?" And I'm like, "You know how I joke saying that everyone has their own David?" He was like, "Yeah." Well, Jules is Miranda's David. Oh, okay. Because that's literally how that worked.
Yeah.
If you look at both of our friendships, it's like, that's exactly what it is. Because I'm pretty sure you goof on Jules as well, as much as I do with David.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I still need to talk to her some more.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done that in a while, and I feel so bad.
I've talked to her, like, over text the past couple days, mainly just about our situation, but, you know, we need to find time to hang out, honestly.
Soon.
Does anyone here actually understand what happened in Homestuck, or were you, like, weirdly enjoying it? I stopped enjoying it once Act 5 started. Is that a fair answer? LT, you don't have a real friend? What about me? What happened to me, huh? Fucking prick.
Whoa.
Thought we were buds.
Chillax.
Cunt.
Chillax.
No, but LT, you're a good guy.
Yeah.
Like I told you in that one conversation, all the horrible shit that you think about yourself is all formulated about, like, by yourself. Because I don't believe a word that you say about yourself. My mind tells me you hate me. That is a lie.
I want to fight those bad feelings, LT.
Listen, I hate a lot of people, right? I will not deny that. There's a lot of people that I deal with on a daily basis that I cannot stand. However, you are not one of those people. I enjoy your company. Your only negative aspect is how much you downsize yourself, man. You're worth more than that.
What he said. And LT, you do realize at fourth block you can always come talk to me if something is bothering you.
Yeah, Miranda's perfect for venting too. I do it on like a semi-daily basis at this point. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah. Pretty sure if you did, you'd say something about it. So.
Duh. Like, LT, we're here for you, buddy.
He said, but I hate me. And yeah, that doesn't matter. I kind of understand some of it, but also I kind of don't know where it was going, so I made up shit to make it sound like nothing. That said, biggest flaw is also its biggest grace, which is the characters. I don't fully understand that sentence, but alright. Probably me reading it wrong. Because I do that a couple times.
Understandable.
But yeah, no, I used to very much be like... Oh, Homestuck, sorry. I was like, wait, are you talking about this current situation? No, you like some of it, didn't kind of understand what was going on. Made shit up to sound like it was going somewhere, and yes, I can agree with that. Because how much of Homestuck is just bullshitted and it doesn't work, you know? I want to go back there, but I'm afraid to bug you. With all my friends, every time I have a new conversation, I'm afraid I say something to make them dislike me. I can guarantee you Miranda's not going to have that issue.
But, no, don't be afraid. Please.
Miranda is like the biggest softie I know. And like, absolute fantastic person to talk about your shit with.
I come with open arms.
Mm-hmm.
And LT, no matter what you say, I'm not gonna think any less of you.
Mm-hmm.
You're a great guy.
It's all kosher, man. No amount of self-hatred is gonna stop how we feel about you.
Yeah.
You need to look at that video about loneliness I sent in off topic earlier.
It's a life changer.
It really is, honestly. Like, I was looking at that video and I was like, okay, is this gonna be like a bad video, just one of those shitty informationals? And then I forgot it's the Kurtzaget channel, which actually has a lot of really good shit.
Yeah.
Seriously though, that channel is fantastic. Even if you're just casually watching it.
Yeah.
Homestuck can be best described as an acid trip, yeah. Any more questions, guys? You should think less of me, says Aliens. I'm a filthy degenerate and I need to be with my people. You're a degenerate and yet I still keep you around, mainly because you can be a genuinely good person, you usually are. I don't know if I should say this here, but my therapist walked out of my session with frustration today and then came back and said leave. That's a shit therapist, I'll say that.
Yeah.
You need to tell someone about that and get a new one, because this one's defective. Either way, you guys need to stop downing on yourselves, because that's not the point of this. You're all good people, no matter what you think about yourself.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. The difference is Aliens is a self-aware degenerate.
Oh my gosh. Ah, ah.
I need to draw me a new profile pic with the semi-full beard going on.
Like, your current icon's really nice.
I might do something in the similar style, or even try to like bump up the 80s factor. Nice voice crack. Sandy coming through with that emotional support. I said it before, but like I totally don't mind talking about people's problems because I do that with my own problems frequently. The vent section on the website started out as a meme, but I would actually answer if people used it. Not gonna lie. I picked the self-aware subclass when making my character. Nice one, aliens. I got granted the self-aware perk. I can now break the fourth wall at any moment. Pull a Deadpool.
Oh my lord.
You doofuses got any more questions, or do I need to, like, slap some bitches? Guess you put all your self-esteem points into the anxiety section. Yeah, that's where it's been for the eternity. Here's the thing, right? I used to... I still suffer from it, but I used to, like, majorly suffer from, like, self-image issues and anxiety, right?
Reset your skill points.
Hey, David, welcome back. We're talking about serious shit.
Yeah, I see that.
But yeah, I used to be very big on, like, self-hatred. And as time went on, I realized that that won't get me anywhere as a person. And, like, really all the things that I think about myself are because of this mindset I have. And it's not like an instant change that you have to make. It's literally impossible for it to be instant. But find someone you can confide in, talk about your problems, and try to find a way to solve them. Think through situations. If you think somebody hates you, or if you're in a situation where you think that, like, you're making someone uncomfortable, take a step back and see if the situation and the words that they say are truly antagonistic in nature, or if you're just adding things to a conversation. Because it's very easy to, like, just add words to a situation and make it immediately worse.
I do that all the time. I'm like such a terrible guy.
You're not, though. Can we not do
But,
this? Can we not do this, David?
like,
Because you're a great
I
guy.
suck at conversation.
And yet you are a great person. You are probably one of the best friends I've ever had. Mainly because you are willing to listen. And even if you can't talk, listening is a good chunk of conversation, you know?
The ladies wouldn't like me if I couldn't listen.
Do ladies like you in general?
I don't know.
Fair. Freaking
I
heck.
think I think all the ladies know I have a body pillow.
I think they know about the existence of Miku-chan.
I think I just need to stop wearing her on my back.
That might be a good idea. Okay, next question. You already kind of answered. Would you video game and D&D with fans? D&D, no. For the reason of that shit gets out of hand really fast, right?
It does.
Mm-hmm. Especially because, like, my current / previous D&D sesh, it just stopped one day. And we just never continued it.
Which sucks. I was enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. Especially when my character was going through a big arc, and then it just stopped.
I mean, we were going through your whole story first anyways.
Yeah, but, like, we were gonna pick up on yours on the way, you know?
Yeah, but that tells you how far we got into the story.
Mm-hmm.
Not far at all.
But, like, as for video games, yeah, it depends on if I can find a game for us all to play. Still want a D&D with you guys. Maybe someday. I've just kind of lost interest in it because people I've played with, you know?
I'm sorry.
David, you need to just be a character.
I can't.
That's part of the role-playing. You play a role.
I can't role play. That was really like my second time.
Hmm.
Ah,
We need to do just like a normal RP sometime, Miranda.
I still need to work on that fucking AU.
Yeah, we can do something in the meantime.
We need to continue New World.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what happens next.
I'm guessing you guys are all like real IRL friends. In terms of me, Miranda, and David, yeah. All the mods, yeah. As for Gemini and Ray, I met them online. And Aliens I met online too, but he knows probably the most about me than most other people. Mainly just because he has seen all my sides, including the non-flattering ones. And yet the guy still stays around because he's an absolute trooper. And what AU? Do you remember that like the RPG like medieval one that Miranda was making a while back? Not the one where we decided to make each other into RPG classes, but the ones with like the map and all the different characters that she was making. She showed it a little bit in the chat. But like that AU. And there's potential for like if everybody involved feels comfortable with it, for it to be like put out in text form for people to read,
Yeah.
which would be very nice.
Should I put like Weisberg in the art dump?
You don't know.
He's like my computer background.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he's been like this whole time.
I thought his art was not up to par.
It's good. What the fuck are you talking about?
Look at all this love and support. I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it. This bitch too much. It's too heavy for me.
Oh my god, it's part 2.
Part deux, motherfuckers.
Ah!
It's fucking everywhere. You bitches gotta pick this shit up. My role in life is to be a witness, and believe me, I've seen worse. You have to. I still think like over the summer was my worst point in like my entire living existence. You're a pretty good fucking dude. Dude, thanks. I really appreciate that. You don't understand. This version of me is ridiculous.
It's great.
Alright, fuckers. Free handouts! You know that bitch at Publix that hands you out like the bacon skewers or whatever the fuck they are? All you can eat, bitch.
Jesus.
A lot of really bad words just came out your mouth just now.
Yeah.
Gasp.
All bad words that mean good things, funnily enough. I've slowly evolved into a being of love and support, which I don't mind that at all.
It's oddly good to see you this way.
I mean, like, prior, I was just very self-defeating.
It's like a major 180.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not a bad change in my person.
True.
I haven't changed at all.
I enjoy your presence immensely. I wish I talked to you more. Dude, the chat's a thing. That's always an opportunity. And my DMs are open at a constant basis. I imagine Sandy selling that in a dark alley behind the Costco. You want some fucking love and support? Maybe some candy? Got me a bunch of 7-Eleven milkshakes if you guys want one of those. I don't even think there's a 7-Eleven in the area.
I don't think there is either.
Yeah, isn't that like a purely West Coast type thing?
I think so.
Get your love, bitches. The worst shit I've
And
seen is the tragedy of Sideshow and a guy trying to scam me and did. Get your love, bitches. Yeah, I don't. Okay, people like that try to scam people that are invested in them are really, really scummy. Obviously, especially when you like put your faith into that person. Like, I feel bad not working on your commission yet, which I still need to do, aliens. I've been putting it off for whatever reason, and I need to start it. I haven't accepted the money yet, if that's any consolation. Because I'm not gonna, like, take it until I actually give you what you desire. Get your love, bitches has now been added to the chat. No, that's fine. I'm patient. You can keep that money. Use it on heating blankets.
How dare?
I'll fucking do it.
How dare?
oh,
No.
Yeah.
No.
I have the money, Miranda.
And I already told you how many fucking times today?
Maybe like 6.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Because I've teased the idea maybe 6 times today.
And all have been shot down.
Can't be shot down if I just fucking do it.
Don't, because then I'll have some explaining to do.
What if I have it drop by my house and then like I just give it to you one afternoon?
I'd have to give it back.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Amazon doesn't do returns, Miranda.
It's called You Keep It. Stupid.
But I have a heater. That's the difference.
But you can have a backup heating blanket in case your heater breaks.
What about movie night with fans? I might do that eventually.
Ooh.
Like just like a group rabbit session in the chat. That
What
might be
movie
cool. Whatever I'm feeling at that moment. I mean, like, I have a shit ton of anime on DVD I could just stream. I could send you Tremors and The Evil Dead. You keep telling me I need to see those, so maybe.
you have my Crunchyroll.
I do have your Crunchyroll.
We could all watch sub anime together.
Man, I like how the selective service is like, pick the job you've dreamt of doing, and I'm like, I've never thought about physically exerting myself for a country I barely believe in. Alright, so this whole selective service thing, I now need to legally keep this sheet of paper on me at all times.
Why?
Because selective service, David. I am legally required to keep this sheet of paper on me saying that I did sign up for it so I don't get fucking analed by the police.
But do people really even do that?
My granddad does.
Oh.
He does.
Well.
Yeah, in his wallet. Which, like, that has... does it have your social on it? That would be fucking stupid if you put that in your wallet. It has the last 4 digits of my social, which is still just as stupid. Anyway, real question. Sub or dub? It depends on if I'm casually watching something. If I'm just casually watching something for the fun of it, dub all the way, you know?
I like watching like dub, but with Japanese subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
I like to
Konnichiwa.
switch it.
But, like, if I'm watching something for the first time, or if I'm, like, trying to get into a series, sub, you know? As for real life, I'm a little bit more of a sub because, you know, I don't really like doing anything. I just like to sit there. Bad joke, I know. Ah, man of culture, I see. Is that related to the last comment I made? No. God, the coloring on Weisberg is so bad. I need to go back on that.
I mean, you did it pretty fast.
Yeah.
It looks really good for how fast you did it.
Mara's playing in a blanket pile. Well, she was. Now it's art.
Shh.
But yeah, guys, I'm thinking of ending the stream here. I think we got a good amount of questions going on. And my throat is killing me. So,
That's
Go
because you've been
rest.
streaming for like the past 4 days.
true. So
Your
yeah,
voice is almost dead.
it almost is. Might have to wait like a week till we do the Finding Paradise stream.
Just just for emotional reasons.
Not even for my voice,
No,
but just to still
not even.
recover.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do
If you
something. I
do
need
it
to
too
see more
early, you'll have
projects.
to see a therapist.
Alright, one last question from Aliens before I go. I need to do something. I need to see one of my projects through. Any advice? Create a project that you know will be sustainable, that you can add to over time, and find ways to keep that passion going. I can't really give direct advice because it's definitely personal drive base.
Yeah, like sometimes you should like light a scented candle. So like while you're doing it,
Thanks,
the
David.
room smells different.
Thanks, David, for your
You're welcome.
advice. You have not done a project in like the past 4 years.
Hey, stop talking to me. I'm a self project. I'm constantly working on myself.
Fair. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll upload a text version of the Q&A maybe tomorrow if I get the balls to do it, because I'm gonna have to like go through this entire stream and write it all down. Unless people are generous enough to do that for me, which I doubt anybody is willing to. So yeah, thanks again. I'm gonna go actually recover from my voice. I really want to be more active on the Discord. I want to get to know everyone. Then do it, Sapphire. No one's stopping you. But yeah. Oh my fucking god. If you ever play Darkest Dungeon, you'll need me to yell at you when you make a mistake. Yeah, you will be the first one to know if I ever do a Darkest Dungeon stream. But yeah, for real, I gotta end this so I don't fucking kill over. Thanks for joining, guys. It was nice to do. It was a nice hangout sesh. I'm gonna go drink some Mucinex and pass the fuck out. Now it's time for me to dump all the questions. Nah, bye. See ya.